They expected screams. That was the first mistake. The Grand Tribunal of RHYX Prime watched in anticipation as the exile beam disengaged, dumping a single human onto the crimson soil below. No armor. No weapons. No environmental shield. Just a 19-year-old girl standing alone beneath a hostile sky. Her name was Mara Kincaid. To the Council, she was a problem to be erased. She challenged the hierarchy, hissed High Arbiter Threxel, his plated mandibles clacking with delight. She claimed humanity deserved equal standing. Let her learn humility. The planet was Corveth 9, a death world abandoned after its biosphere was deemed uncontainable. Apex predators engineered for dominance still ruled its jungles. No sentient exile had survived more than 1 hour. Mara rolled her shoulders as the transport glow faded. She took a slow breath, feeling the air, dense, wet, alive with spores. Her boots sank slightly into the soil. The first roar shook the canopy. Council members leaned forward. The predator emerged like a nightmare-given muscle, 8 limbs, obsidian carapace, mandibles serrated for crushing bone. Its eyes locked onto her, calculating. Mara didn't run. She tilted her head instead. Territorial call, she muttered. Echo pattern means it's testing, not attacking. The beast lunged. She moved toward it. Gasps rippled through the tribunal chamber as Mara slid beneath its bulk, dirt spraying as its claws missed her by centimeters. She rolled, came up with a snapped branch in her hands, heart hammering but mind razor-focused. Same mistake every predator makes, she whispered. You think fear is universal. The creature turned, confused. Prey wasn't supposed to analyze. Mara bolted, not away, but sideways, vanishing into thick undergrowth just as another roar answered the first. By nightfall, she had water. Shelter. Fire sparked from resin-soaked bark and friction she learned as a child camping in the Rockies. On the council screens, time ticked past the expected death mark. She's delaying the inevitable, Threxel sneered. Below, Mara stared into the flames, listening to the jungle breathe. All right, she murmured. Let's see what you're really afraid of. Day 2 didn't kill her. That unsettled them. The predators, she called them ravagers, were not mindless. Mara watched them from a rocky ledge as they circled one another, posturing, testing. Violence was measured. Hierarchy mattered. They're bored, she realized. Over-engineered killers with nothing left to prove. She trapped smaller fauna using deadfall snares. Learned which plants burned hot and which produced smoke predators avoided. She marked trails with stones only she would notice. The council watched with growing irritation. She survives through luck, a xenobiologist muttered. No, another corrected quietly. She's learning. On the 3rd day, Mara did the unthinkable. She walked into the open. A lone ravager prowled near a fallen megatree, its scars marking it as an outcast. It lowered its head, muscles tensing. Mara raised her hands slowly. Not empty. She tossed a slab of meat, fresh, bloody, onto the ground between them. The predator froze. Prey didn't offer gifts. Mara met its gaze, steady, unflinching. Her heart pounded, but her stance was firm, deliberate. I'm not food, she said softly. I'm competition. The ravager sniffed, circled, then, against all programming, backed away with a low rumble. The council chamber erupted. That's impossible. Down below, Mara exhaled shakily and smiled. Over days, she mimicked their body language. Learned the flicks that signaled warning instead of attack. Painted her skin with mineral-rich mud, breaking her silhouette. By day 7, she wasn't hiding. She was participating. She led 2 ravagers toward a flying predator, driving it into a ravine using noise and timing. When the kill was made, she didn't take more than her share. Respect spread faster than fear ever could. She's not taming them, the xenobiologist whispered. She's integrating. The council fell silent as Mara stood atop a ridge, ravagers flanking her like living statues. One stepped forward, massive, scarred, dominant. It lowered its head. Mara placed her palm against its armored brow. 2 weeks passed. Then a month. The retrieval vessel arrived expecting bones. Instead, they found a throne. Mara stood draped in cured hides, posture relaxed, eyes sharp. Around her sat 12 ravagers in perfect formation, their growls vibrating the air as the shuttle descended. Weapons powered up. The pack responded instantly. Mara lifted one hand. Silence. Across the galaxy, billions watched the live feed. She commands them, a counselor breathed. No, said the xenobiologist. They chose her. Mara addressed the camera calmly. You sent me here to die, she said. You assumed predators only understand dominance through violence. She rested her hand on the massive alpha beside her. You were wrong. The council demanded her return. She shook her head. You built monsters and abandoned them. I grew up on a death world too. Earth just taught me how to survive with danger, not run from it. The Ravagers rumbled in agreement. You feared humans because we adapt, Mara continued. But adaptation isn't weakness. It's leadership. When the council threatened force, the pack rose as one. The shuttle backed away. They never tried again. Corvette 9 became a restricted system. Stories spread, of a human queen who ruled not through fear, but understanding. Of predators who defended her as kin. Xenobiologists debated for decades. How did she do it? A human researcher answered simply. You put a human where others see hell, she said. We look for patterns. We build homes. On Corvette 9, as twin moons rose, Mara sat surrounded by her pack. She was no longer an exile. She was Apex. And the galaxy learned a lesson it would never forget. You don't throw a Deathworlder to monsters. You just give her a kingdom.